Hello everybody, Titanium Taco here today, going to review set 71770, Zane's Golden Dragon Jet. This set contains 258 pieces and retails for $34.99. The set itself, of course, contains Zane's Golden Dragon Jet and the minifigures, Zane, Vangelis, and the Golden Dragon Cole minifigure. Now, quickly jumping straight into it, the jet itself is pretty alright. I will say right off the bat though, really flat here at the very front of the ship though. However, Zane does fit pretty snugly in the cockpit. My only problem with this is that he's practically facing up and not actually looking where he's flying, and that has been a problem for me at least with most jets that we've seen, is that the character, or with any vehicle in general, that the character is always looking up into the sky and not actually straight ahead where they're supposed to. Now, there are a few stickers sprinkled in here throughout the entire set itself. And moving back to the wings in this little mid area section, I will say is probably the weakest part of this entire set, because the set itself is pretty flat, and this whole middle section itself is also kind of not so good. I will say I do like the blades for the wings, they're pretty nice, and I do like this new blue that they're using for Zane. It's just a really nice color to add to this set. But again, yeah, the color scheme itself is really nice. You have the light blue, transparent light blue at the very front with the white, the gold, all really nice. The cockpit itself also has just a quick sticker on it to show Vangelis right there. And really quick here, you could see how exactly the entire ship is actually held together with the cockpit and the whole back of the ship. It's actually two separate parts together with these ball joints. Really interesting build technique. That's what gives it the front of the ship a little like dip. Now in the back it does have boosters, and from the back it also doesn't seem that bad. It's actually pretty nice, and the whole shape of the thing is also just really nice. It's just, again, the one problem is it's a little too flat. And once we get to the action feature of the set itself as well, is a little Now here is a quick look into the cockpit itself. I gotta say it's also a pretty bland cockpit. Now here is the action feature in action, of course. Again, the set itself is pretty flat, but you just pretty much push the entire thing forward, and the little mid section kind of lifts up, allowing it to push all the way in, and it does kind of like an X. And I gotta say again, it doesn't look that great. I will say the mechanism and the look of the set when it's in this form isn't the best that Ninjago has produced, so I will say it is definitely on the weaker side. Again, the look of it, I just do not like it. I rather much prefer the wings to be fully closed as opposed to the wings being in attack mode. It just looks way better. This just doesn't really do it for me. It just doesn't make sense how the blades kind of point outwards into like an X. But nonetheless, it's an action feature. It's there. If you want to use it, go ahead and use it. Now, moving on to the figures themselves, we are going to start off with General Vangelis. This is the first of the generals from the Council of the Crystal King. Now, he does come with a crystal blade, as well as the crystallized version of the Scythe of Quakes. And I want to say right now that I actually quite like the piece of the Scythe of Quakes. The top part, that is, I've already shared my feelings towards the actual scythe itself. I wish it was a full bar instead of a flat little thing with a bar at the end, but you know what, it is what it is. I do like the figure itself. The detailing on it is amazing, and the fact, you know, Vangelis has wings, so of course he's got to have wings. It uses the same mask hat piece Vangelis has been using, of course. The Skull Sorcerer as a Skull Sorcerer. Now, they did just slightly update Vangelis' face printing just to fit the crystallized theme, which is also really nice. And the torso and leg printing for the entire Council of the Crystal King is all the same, but nonetheless, the printings are just amazing. These figures are just amazing. They're really good and definitely worth. The next figure is the Golden Dragon Cole, which just comes with a simple katana. And again, I've already said this in the last video, but these figures are just phenomenal. Again, it has the new hood piece as well as the new armor piece. The blue Technic pins is the only downside to this figure, but nonetheless it's an amazing figure. Again, the wings are from the core line. I will say though that I think these wings could have used more of that translucent orange and less gold, but regardless of which, it's still good. And again, the detailing on that torso print is amazing. I just really like the use of the transparent orange pieces as well. If you could see the face print a little bit better and the torso back printing, it's all fantastic. This is a new face print for Cole, whereas Kai's and Jay's were reused from these spinners from Core. But these figures are just amazing. They're beautiful. The detailing on them is just next level. It's great. And of course, last but certainly not least is Golden Zayn. Now at first, I wasn't really a big fan of gold with the silver with Zayn, but I'm gonna be honest, it kind of works. My only downside with these figures is that I feel like it's too much gold. If the hood was inversed, where the main color was the primary color of the ninja with a golden band, I think that would have been much better. Personally, I think it's just a little too much gold. The fact that the whole hood with a white band, the fact that the whole hood is gold with a white band makes it feel like it's just a little too much gold. And this goes for all of the golden ninjas, so not just Zayn. But that is my issue with these gold ninja suits. But regardless of which, the detailing on the torso and leg printing and the back printing is all great. And of course, this is the same Zayn head that we've been getting for the past couple of years. But regardless of which, other than the hood maybe being the only thing that brings these figures down for me, they're really good figures regardless. Then next, here is a quick look at the instruction booklet. Again, it's just pretty much a stock image of the set itself. Quite unfortunate, but it is what it is. We also have here the spare parts that you get in this set, and again, you do get the whole lot of golden weapons. Just with one golden weapons that you see in a set, you're practically gonna get all of them. And here are the stickers of the set. I will say I wasn't a big fan of the big one that goes in the middle of the entire thing, but regardless of which, not too many, so that was good. And there you guys have it. That was Zayn's Golden Dragon Jet. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this set. Personally, it's an okay jet. I will admit it does have quite a number of flaws, but as a Zayn simp myself, I'll give it a small pass, just a small one, because I do recognize these flaws. The thing is pretty flat. I don't like that the cockpit points down. The mechanism just doesn't look good. It doesn't work. I just don't like it. So I guess, yeah, there's quite a bit number of flaws. It's quite unfortunate that I don't like this set as much as I would like to, but it is what it is, unfortunately. And the price, unfortunately, is not the best price per part ratio, because this is sadly one of the sets that got hit by the price increase LEGO recently had. So it was originally going to be $29.99, but it got bumped up to $34.99. So I would definitely recommend picking this up if you can find it for $29.99. Heck, if you can find it for cheaper, definitely snag this set, because you do get that golden Cole dragon suit figure, which is amazing and already worth it. But honestly, if you're gonna pay $35.99, maybe wait on it so it goes to $29.99 if it ever does go on sale. But yeah, it really depends up to you guys if you want to get this set yourself. But with all of that said, guys, hopefully you all enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, share this video with a friend, and I will see you all in the next one. Taco, out.